my Taurus babies, what's happening? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope everybody is having a doable week. This is going to be Taurus weekend update. Come on, Carl. We are rolling Friday through Tuesday. Tomorrow, April 24th through Tuesday, April 28th. I'm just finishing up shuffling the cards. This is going to be a difficult weekend, y'all. I'm going to just throw that out there. Y'all can click off now. Yeah, this shit right here. And that shit. Lack of focus. A lot of you having to make decisions about things that need to go on. I'm sorry, Taurus. Sometimes my neighbors just get loud. And they're not raucous loud. They're just loud. They just talk loud. Anyway, that kind of shit, y'all. That kind of shit. Some of you may be feeling attacked by different people. Maybe outside of your group. And we're getting to that point now. We've been in quarantine, most of us, for about a month. And if you have a family that you've been in any kind of contact with, probably more than usual because of the quarantine, this is the energy we're in right now. This is what's to be expected. Folks just start quibbling and quabbling over bullshit. You know, you're not trying to see that, and you didn't cut the light out. You know, that kind of shit. That's the energy we are rapidly flowing into, and I've noticed it just in the last hour or so. People are getting into their own little moody shit. They're tired of dealing with everybody, and I don't think a lot of us realize when we're not in circumstances like this. You know, we get sick of some shit. You get in your car, you go home. You ain't got to hear nobody's mouth. But when we're in situations like this, the tendency is to be around folks we aren't normally around more often. And so, depending on your tolerance level, people should be getting on your nerves right about now. Just think. So that's going to be some of the energy that comes out of all of this. Let me cut these. For the weekend, others of you making some big heavyweight decisions about romance. I feel you. Everything is not as easy as it looks. So let's see what we got going on towards overall energy for this weekend. Partnerships and alliances, didn't I just say it? And spiritual career. So for tomorrow, Friday, solitude. Saturday, transformation. Sunday, awareness. Monday, emotional loss. Tuesday, truth. So like I said, this wasn't going to be no easy weekend. If you thought this was just going to be another quarantine type of weekend and you just going to float on through and binge teething up. Not this weekend. Overall energy, partnerships and alliances, will I be damned. Who's the lover's card? Spiritual career. Somebody up at night worried about some bullshit. Solitude is pulling the world card. Transformation is pulling the 9 of cups. Awareness is pulling the justice card. Emotional loss is pulling the happy family. 10 of cups. And 3 of wands is pulling the truth. So let's just get to the meat and potatoes of this shit. Obviously, this is up in your overall energy. And a lot of you are worried. And you're worried for, depending on who you are, a variety of reasons. Some of you are worried about making the wrong decision. Some of you are worried about making the wrong love decision. You love this person, but do you want to commit further and make those sacrifices? Y'all hear me? Others of you are just looking at the situation and going, no, I don't see another 10 years of this, no. Others of you are realizing there are things within your relationship that can be fixed, but a lot of y'all are sitting on the fence like, I don't know. That it is what it is, y'all. And this is unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at this is going to be the weekend for shit to just shake loose. The back end of your overall energy, spiritual career, and the up all night card. Let's just call it that, because that's the energy flowing right back to me. Somebody just up worrying all night long about some bullshit. Here's the thing. If you're going to trust and believe, don't worry. If you're going to worry, don't trust and believe. It's just that simple. When we're talking about your spiritual career, we're talking about that stockpile of things that you rely on spiritually to get you through whatever difficulty you're trying to get through. And some of y'all are trying to do this mixed pot shit. You know, I'm going to worry for 2 hours, and then I'm going to say a mantra for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to go back and worry for another 2 hours, and then I'm going to meditate for a half an hour. Yeah, you can't do both, people. You can't do both. And by doing both, you're splitting your energy. So the universe is probably just throwing you zingers one way and the other way, and there's no, many of you may be noticing there's no continuity of flow for the things that you're trying to manifest. Trying to manifest a decent relationship, you get the relationship, but the decent part you can't find. Or you find a decent person, but they don't want to be, and if you sending that wishy-washy energy out there. And I was going to church. If you gonna trust in Christ, don't worry. If you gonna worry, don't trust in Christ. It's that simple. Whatever thing you holding on to, Jesus, head of lettuce, Allah, whatever it is, whoever it is. If that's what you're doing, do it. Don't be up all night with no crazy shit. You're not going to be able to manifest consistently if you do this. And I know it's easier said than done. But trust me, you can't split your energy. And you have to just pick something. The outcome of picking one or the other is going to be better than the zingers you're getting thrown at you right now. I'm just saying. But that's your overall energy. You're going to have to work out. The difficulty is here in the top cards. You're going to have to work out what kind of sacrifices you're willing to make. Maybe some of you like, fuck it, I don't want to make no more sacrifices, I'm done. You can be there with that. You're going to have to work out, as my grandmother would say, your soul's salvation on this. If you're going to worry about it, then forget saying prayers and doing mantras and meditations. Just that simple. Line up your energy, though. Whatever you decide to do, line up your energy. Now, for some of you, you notice that 3 up there, there's some third-party shit going on, and some of y'all are not aware of it. Let's get to it. For tomorrow, solitude with the World card. If you have things that you need answers to from within, should I take this relationship? Should I go further? Should I stop? Should I do something else? Should I wait on something else? Somebody else? Whatever, however that's resonating with you. You need to find some quiet time, and not quarantine time, but some meaningful quality solitude time. So you can think about World card knowledge, what you know. Because if you start dealing with how you feel and what you know, and see where the synchronicity is in all of that, you're going to come up with the right answer. But if you're going to just deal with how you feel, but not with what you know, or if you're just going to deal with what you know and not deal with how you feel, you're probably going to come up short somewhere. So that means you need to spend some time to see with whatever you're dealing with, whether it's getting into a new relationship, staying in an old relationship, or just getting out of the relationship business altogether. You need to look at where your knowledge is versus where your feelings are, and see if there's some spots there that match. And if they match, that'll help you know what you need to do. When we get to Saturday's energy, this is about the culmination of. So some of you may decide, ooh, I'm going to keep the relationship and we're going to do happy things. Just understand that whatever you decide to do, there's going to be an element of transformation. Even if you decide you are going to stay by yourself, there's going to be an element of transformation. It goes without saying. I mean, you know, she shows up every other reading. Now it was every reading, but now it's every other reading. But Uranus is in Taurus. We are definitely in Taurus season. And those of you that are having birthdays this weekend, happy birthday. It sucks, I know, because you can't do shit, but happy birthday. Just be thankful you're here and just happy birthday. At any rate, whatever you decide to do, the 9 here is telling me this is decision time. This is going to be the culmination of whatever's going on. End it, start it, reboot it, get rid of it, boot it out. It's right here. But it's all going to have an element of transformation, and it'll be tangible. So if you decide to take a relationship up to the next level, you're going to see the differences. It's going to be huge. If you decide to stay by yourself, you're going to see changes in yourself that maybe you weren't aware of. If you decide you want to do a reboot with the current situation, a lot of that is going to depend on what the energy is around the relationship. Some of you are dealing with third party shit, and here we come to Saturday, and it's dealing with the awareness of what you know. The energy here is that it was just kind of like everybody was just doing their own thing, and it was cool, but for whatever reason, if it's the people involved, if it's been cheating with somebody that you know, not necessarily personally, but just somebody you know that's around wherever maybe your partner works or whatever, the awareness that's coming along with that. The universe is going to bring things in balance for you. So before you get to huffing and puffing and sharpening up horns and, snorting and doing some shit, hold off. Be aware. And some of you may need to physically say, I know what's going on. Be aware. This is major energy right here. Let the universe let the universe do what the universe is going to do. And let the situation balance itself out. I promise you it will, without you having to do a damn thing. That's just the way shit is. That's just how the energy is flowing right now. Those of you that may be dealing with air signs, and maybe, as would be, things are up in the air, no pun intended, hang on. There's going to be some justice. For some of you, this is harkening back to older relationships, exes, and maybe you'll hear something. It's going to have an impact. Again, this is major energy, so this is no small peanut shit. This is big shit. It's going to have an impact on you one way or the other. On the other hand, if you were just finding out about a situation, that awareness, I'm not telling you not to say what you need to say. I'm not ever telling you don't stand your ground. I'm not ever telling you not to defend yourself. Never, ever, ever. What I am saying, though, is before you get into combat mode, hold on and watch and see what happens. Because there's going to be some things transpire that's going to tip that. And whether you stay or go, whatever, doesn't matter. But just hold it. Because sometimes you can make an exit. The universe will just lay some shit out for you. You can just make a grand exit. For some of you, this means you may have someone else either coming towards you, or you may be becoming aware of someone that's interested in you. However, that's resonating. The whole thing, though, with Saturday or any time this weekend, really, is awareness and becoming aware of things and how they're affecting you and how they're impacting you. Don't do too much. Just hold on. Because it's coming. Whatever justice needs to come, it's going to come. And it'll happen without you doing a damn thing towards it. I know that's hard, but it is what it is. We get to Monday's energy. Here we go. Some of you right on the heels of that awareness. Just, fuck it. And for many of you, this is exactly what the hell it is. It's going to be the breakup of the happy damn family. For some of you, like I was saying earlier, you may decide to reboot it. A lot of you may decide to reboot it. Depending on your individual situation, there's some sticky things that are here, and it may not. Some of you, not everybody, but some of you may become aware that maybe it wasn't just your partner. Maybe your partner got set up. I'm just saying, people, that energy, there's a malevolent energy kind of floating around, and people are just doing shit because they ain't got shit else to do, and they're just doing it, and so they're getting in the devilment, and that includes fucking up other people's relationships, however that resonates with you. So, like I said, don't go hog wild, but there are gonna be some changes. and there's going to be some hurt. And just know it. For those of you this is resonating with, just know it, and don't. The energy here, Taurus, is for you to keep just taking it in stride. Yeah, okay, whatever. All right, I knew you were cheating. Whatever. I'm not saying don't be upset, but it's gonna be better for you in the long run. You see what's coming behind all of this. If you don't do anything and you just let shit happen the way it happens, you'll be glad when you get to the other side of this. Others of you are going to just have people, and I mean, it's just their energy. People leaving, they're tired, they've been cooped up with you for 6 weeks. It could be anybody in your family, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, cousin, whoever. They're just tired and they're gone. They're tired. It's going to be some emotional loss. You're going to feel it. Others of you that may be dating, it may be a temporary situation, but there may be situations that are just put on hold because one or the other of you are not ready to go anywhere. You got other things you need to take care of first. This has got a lot of implication with kids, schools, how they're learning, where they're learning, and if it's not you, Taurus, and it's the person that you're dealing with, they may just want to step back and deal with that and then come back to the table with something because they may be feeling insecure having all this other shit going on and not really able to spend time with you or focus on you. So if you're interested, for those of you that are picking up what I'm putting down right here, if you're interested, hold on. If you're not, move on. It's that simple. And let the person know, because you don't want to get to the end of something and then you got 5 people looking at you like, but you said you were gonna marry me. It's that kind of energy. I'm just throwing it out there. It's Tuesday's energy. This has got feet too, going 50 different ways. Some of you may just get hot on the heels of third-party situation. You may see, hear, find some things. Oh, the truth. Who said the truth? Doggone it. So you can see the whole weekend is just kind of leading up to this and leading up to the 10 of Cups and the emotional loss on Monday. Just know, some of you already have an inkling. So when it happens, don't just fall out on the floor, you know, oh, I'm so surprised. No, you're not. No, you're not. Matter of fact, those of you that are breaking up with people, the less said, the better. I don't know who needs to hear that or how that plays into anybody's personal situation, but the less said, the better. I know you Taurus bull, you want to be all hot and mad and angry and sharpen your horns and snort around and break up all the china. I feel you. It feels good sometimes to do that, but this is not the time to do it. And I don't know, there are lessons, it feels like there are lessons here, and I'm looking at the world card for everybody involved to learn. So, you not reacting or overreacting is playing a part in somebody else's story. Just know that part. It's all about the change, Taurus. It's all about the change. Many of you that have not been trying to change, or that you've been kind of just gliding around with the horse blinders on, because it's so hectic and so chaotic right now, this will be one of those situations where you'll have a whole lot of stuff to be dealing with. If you've been trying to make changes, if you've been trying to be conscientious about welcoming change and opportunity, you will probably sail through this better than you think you will. So, however that's resonating. But if you've been resistant to change, this is going to be an eye-opening weekend for you. So, buckle up, laugh. And I would expect to see this card, because this is a lot of heavy energy right here. So, at some point, you need to just find something to laugh about, Taurus. In no sense of just being all upset and weepy-eyed and shit on some bullshit. I promise you, if you walk out of something, and I think I said this for the weekly update, if you walk out of something, you're going to walk right into something else. Whether you're walking out of something by choice or not, you're going to walk right into something else. Many of you will be surprised, so just be aware. Feed your spirit. If you're going to worry, Don't even worry about this. You're going to stay up worrying, forget it. If you're going to try and align your energy so you can start manifesting better and quicker, that part right there. Feed your spirit, whatever that is. Outside walking, put your butt up against a tree, that will ground you. That also feeds your spirit. Go look at the trees, go look at the mountains, go look at the water. Whatever you can do where you are. If you can't get out of the house, find something on TV that inspires you. Mentors and role models. Some of you may need to going through whatever kind of changes. Some of you going through changes at work as well. That's not the prevalent energy here, but it is here. You may need a mentor or role model. Some of you even going through relationship stuff. You may need to just find an older family member that may have dealt with or be dealing with something similar and akin to what you're dealing with right now in your relationship. Find out. It never hurts to ask somebody how to deal with something or how to look at something differently. They may be able to give you a different perspective on what you're going through, which in turn will help you make a decision about what you need to do for yourself. Get the hell out of the way. This right here. Shit's gonna naturally, I know I rarely say this about this card. Things are gonna naturally pull themselves right into balance without you just get the hell out the way. You ain't got to act up. You ain't got to say nothing. You ain't got to do nothing. Just get the hell out the way. And sit down, get your soda, and watch fireworks. I promise you, you're going to walk away knowing some stuff you didn't know when you sat down. Just saying. Fuck them if they can't take a joke. Fuck them if they can't take a joke. If people just all want to be stuck up in shit and don't want to communicate or don't want to talk, fuck them. Fuck them. That's where you got to go with it. And you got to keep it moving towards, because you got more stuff coming to deal with. This is birthday month, so don't get stuck on this. It may seem like it's the end of the world for some of you. It isn't. Just know that it isn't. It isn't. And the universe is clearing the path for you for things that are coming towards you. One more card. Take time for yourself. Where's that solitude card? Where'd it go? Yeah. Take time for yourself. And like I said, looking at things and seeing where the synchronicities are, what you feel versus what you know, the knowledge you have. The other side of that, the awareness. And you may need to take some time for yourself. You may hear something, and it may be jarring. The way it comes at you, the way you hear it, it may be like just a cold slap to the face. Feel free. Take some time for yourself. Going through this kind of energy, dealing with third-party situations, dealing with family situations. You need to pencil it in on your calendar for the weekend that you are going to take some solitude time for yourself and think about where you can get things going between how you feel and what you know. Taurus, I love you. I hope you guys have a good weekend. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye, y'all.